My name is John Clay. I owned a good-sized construction company for about 10 years, but now I've sold that off and I'm going back to my roots to farm. I bought a small farm in the town of Riverbend Springs, and I'm going to be recording my farming efforts as I work the land. Sit back and watch as I buy a new tractor, rent a combine, and harvest my wheat and canola fields in this episode. And don't forget to subscribe to the Gaming Rancher channel so you don't miss any new uploads. Let's get into it. Right now I'm headed to the dealership to pick up a combine to harvest my fields. This one I'm just leasing because I don't have the money right now to afford a new one, and my fields are small, so a combine like this would be just fine. Okay. I'll park the truck there. Let's take a look at this. It's a little Massey Ferguson combine. I think it's only about 3 meters wide. So, looks like the dealership didn't put it on a header trailer, so I'm just going to connect it up and drive it down the road and get it to my farm. So right now, the crops that are on the ground, I did not plant those. Those are fields that were planted by the previous owner of the farm before I purchased it. So this is the first time I've been involved with harvesting a crop since I did it when I was still in school. So it's been a number of years, so I'm going to figure this out and try to remember how to do it. So there's going to be a bit of a learning curve here. Alright, so I got the combine back to my farm. Let me show you guys around my farm, show you what I've got here. So right here, we've got a big old barn, enough space to fit a lot of machinery. So that's right there. We've got some small silos right here. I don't remember the capacity right now, but I think it's substantial. Let's go take a look over here. I've got a shed there, a construction project that's in the works. I have some bees over there. We've got ramshackle farmhouse right there. It needs some work, but it should be fine for now. The roof doesn't leak too bad, so that's good. Got another shed here. There's a big shed over there through those trees. Got a little shed with a half-finished boat. So the last owners just left that there. So yeah, we've got some chickens, a little garden shed. And that's about it. That's it for the home place. And then the two fields I have right now. One's right there with wheat in it. The other one's got canola. So, yeah, those are the ones I'm going to be harvesting today. Let me get back in this combine. Now, the dealership claimed that this combine does have a GPS system, so I'm going to try to figure that out right now and get this thing going. Okay, so I've fiddled with that GPS system for about half an hour now. It's not working, so I'm just going to do this field myself. So yeah, I'm going to lower the header, get this cranked up, and get started around the edges. So what I'm doing is I'm working the, I'll go around the field twice on the outside, working the headlands, and then I'll go back and forth in kind of a stripe pattern to get the rest of it. Oh, I'm missing the edge. Okay. Again, it's been a while since I've done this. Oh boy. Trying to watch that outside edge because I want to get far enough over as I can to be most efficient, but I also don't want to miss any crop. So for someone like me who's out of practice, that can be hard to do. The yield for this crop is looking pretty decent for the weather we've had lately, so I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, sale prices for canola are down right now, so I'm going to hold this over till I think it's March. I think that's usually when the prices hit their peak, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold that over till March. I think I'm going to do something similar with the wheat. I believe I'll sell it at a different month, though, for the maximum profit. Okay, I'm nearly done with the first pass of the field. Everything seems to be working smoothly. No problems, which is always good. Especially with an old used piece of machinery like this. Usually things break. I'm going to have my neighbor, his name's Jeremy. He's going to come over and pick me up, and we're going to drive down to the dealership. And I'm going to try to buy a small used tractor. So, get that. I'm going to get that rigged up with a trailer to get this grain to the silo and to later transport it. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing next. Yeah. I'm going to try to work until this is full, and then I'll go do that. A change of plan. Jeremy called me right now, so he's going to come pick me up, and we're going to go down to the dealership. He just dropped me off. Here is the dealership in town, Axel's Tractor Center, Equipment and Rentals. So I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to talk to them and try to find a tractor that has, for my uses, probably around 160 to 200 horsepower. But that's by no means a small tractor, but that's about the smallest that they sell around here. So I'm going to go in and hopefully make a purchase. Alright, so this tractor behind me is what the dealership had in stock right now as far as used small tractors. It's an AGCO tractor. Right now it's got about, I think it has 160 horsepower. So I went ahead and purchased that. So I'm going to be driving this back to the farm, and I also got a small, it's a really small grain trailer. But I'm going to be grabbing that, and that's going to get me through this harvest and be just fine. I'm quickly going to be upgrading that trailer, though, just because how small it is. I think it can only hold about, I think it was about 9,000 liters, so not a lot at all. But that is still bigger than the grain tank of that combine I've got at the farm right now. So, yeah, I'm going to take these down and get back to harvesting the field with the combine. Okay, I'm at about 2 passes in. Got about 3,000 liters of canola, which is not bad at all. This field is yielding a lot more than I figured it would. So, alright, now that I've got those in, I'm going to go ahead and do the normal back and forth pattern, now that I've got the headlands done. Some people decide to do more, they take more laps around the field doing that, I believe. But I think 2 should be fine for this field. Usually it helps if you do more if the field is a more complicated shape, but this is just a tiny little field. I'm going to be done here probably within half an hour, so there's really not that much fields right now. My long-term plan is to have quite a bit of fields on the farm. I mean, obviously, but this is really just getting me started. Fields that I have here and this farm. So, yeah, I've got big ideas for how I want this farm to turn out. Let's see, I might be able to get done with this field before having to empty the tank. So, that would be convenient. So while I'm working on these tasks, I'm keeping an eye on just machinery deals in the area. There's several dealerships that will run deals this time of year, so I'm just keeping an eye out for those because there are more pieces of machinery I do need before this next year. I'm going to need a plow, I'm going to need a cultivator, I'm going to need a seeder to seed these fields for the next spring, none of which I have right now. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out and hopefully get some at a discount. I want to buy them used because they depreciate in value so quickly. I mean, I could get probably the same piece of machinery for 40 to 50% of the original cost, and they do the same job. So that would really help. I mean, that's just good. I mean, that's just a good principle in general, but especially in farming. I know that can be the difference between having a successful farm and having to close up and sell all your property and and failing. So definitely going to be keeping an eye out on that. Okay, this is probably this will be the second to last pass of this field. I'm going to go over there and harvest my wheat. Alright, so this field is finished. There's a couple of spots that I missed, but overall it is harvested. This is technically field 5 of this farm. So yeah, I'm going to empty this out and go harvest my wheat now. Oh yeah, another thing. I've got a few cows on this property. They came with it. I don't know why the owners didn't sell them off before they sold the property to me. But that's what I'm going to be doing with these cows, because I'm not keeping them. So those are going to get sold off pretty quickly here. Give me a bit of extra cash and just, there's 3 cows. That's not profitable right now. So, yeah, I'm going to sell those off. Okay. The trailer's now overloading into the grain pit. Alright, that feels good. First grain in the silo. I'm gonna get this tractor. Where am I gonna put this? I'm gonna put this next to the wheat field, and I'll walk back and get the combine. Gonna put this guy right here on the road. Now I'll get the combine and get this field done. Moisture's right, everything's right at this moment, so if I can get this done this afternoon, that'll be great. I kind of want to tear out that entire cow pen. I mean, that fence is just right in the way of these fields. Because I don't need a cow pen right there at all. So, yeah, we'll see what I do with that. Okay, so here is the field of wheat. I'm going to lower that, turn this on. This time I'm going to work it in a clockwise way because I can just see the left side of my header a lot better than the right. So hopefully I will miss a lot less of the wheat. I don't remember the acreage of these fields, but I think they're both... I think the one over there that I just harvested, I think that was like 4... I think that's about 4 acres. I think this one's about 4 1/4. So they're about the same size. But this is wheat, so the yield, I think I should get about twice as much grain. It's about 12:30 right now. I'll probably have this done before 2 o'clock, which is good because I'm starving. I need some lunch. I think I've got some cooked steak in the fridge. I'll heat me up some of that. I'll fry a couple eggs, put those on top. You know, maybe even get a bowl of cereal, have that on the side, a glass of milk, maybe a Dr. Pepper. Oh, that sounds like a good lunch. I mean, that's closer to a breakfast than a lunch, but, you know, I didn't get breakfast, so I'm hungry. Okay, the grain tank is most of the way full. I'm going to go ahead and empty this, and then get on the rest of the rows. Ah, I'm spilling some. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to unload. Okay, I'm gonna dump this trailer, come back, empty the combine out, and I'm gonna go return it because the fields are done. It feels good to have those 2 fields up in the silo. All right. First load of wheat. Oh, I'm spilling it. I'm spilling it. No, no, no. There. Okay. Whew. All right. So the 2 fields are done. That will be the end of this year's harvest. So I'm happy. Was able to do it. Didn't run into too much stuff. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm gonna go take back this combine. I'm gonna get this wheat in the bin, and yeah, and I'll figure out what to do from there. I kind of want these fields to be planted with oilseed radish. I heard those are good for cover crop for the winter and will help put nitrogen back in the soil. So I'm going to go look at some cedars at the shop to go plant that. And yeah, I'll meet back up with you guys there as I'm looking for that. So yeah, I'll see you then. So the dealership pulled around a Great Plains cedar. It's got a tank for seeds and fertilizer to do both at the same time. This model, basically just a grain drill. That's what it is. There's no cultivation unit on this, so you have to go by and cultivate your field first. Some of their models were able to do that, but they were more expensive and not as wide for the cost. For the same cost as I'd pay for this one, I could get one for maybe half the width, which is really, really small. So I got that. Went ahead and told them I want to buy that. And also, they had a really good deal on this subsoiler. So, yeah, I was able to pick this up for, I think, $3,000, which is really good for a 4-meter wide plow like this one. So I'm gonna get some seeds, fill this up, and take this back to my farm. Okay, now I'm back at the home place. I'm gonna stick this cedar right back here for now. Just because I need to go back and get that plow to plow this field before I can plant these radishes. So yeah. The day's wrapping up quickly. But overall it's been a good day, so that's not a bad thing. But it always does feel like there's never enough time to get done what you're hoping. Okay, so here's the plow. Alright, I've got the plow hooked up. Now I'm going back to the farm to plow those fields. Alright. Oh yeah, see all those rocks. Let me go look. Yeah. That's going to be an issue. We'll see how many show up after I do the entire field. But definitely think I'm going to go rent that rock picker once I'm done with this to get all the rocks out of this field. Because, I mean, if there's that many from just, I mean, what is this, 30 feet? 30 feet of the field? There's going to be a whole lot in this this field and the next one probably. So, yeah, just another thing I got to take care of. Alright, so I think I'm going to end this episode here. I've got the 2 fields harvested. Now I'm just going to keep plowing this field. And, yeah, I'm going to keep on going until nightfall. But I will catch y'all in the next episode. See you later.